Lacazette to Arsenal! Jack Wilshere to AC Milan? Courtois to Real Madrid?
James, sit down, mate.
Arsenal have received a huge boost, apparently, in their quest for Lacazette, according to the Telegraph. They've been after Lacazette for years and years and years, and rightly so. He's a very, very good player.
Yeah.
But it looks like it could happen, could it? Why?
Because Titi of Barcelona, who used to play with him at Lyon, has said he could move when the time is right.
I mean, come on, guys.
When the time's right. Essentially saying at some point in the future, he's going to go. I think the actual credence in this story comes from the fact that Arsenal have been tracking him for a long time.
He scored a lot of goals, a hell of a lot of goals in the last 4 years. He scored 17 in 15 already this year. He is a bit like Giroud as a player, but he's got 5 years on him. So he's a player that I think Arsenal, of course, would want. A good question might be, who would you rather have, Giroud or Lacazette? Because Giroud just signed a new deal.
Well, one of them are going to start if he does arrive. And one of my questions in the difficult position for Arsenal and Spurs and any team kind of trying to kind of topple whoever it is at the top of the league, Chelsea this season, is how much do you actually have to spend in order to buy that player that will push you top? Is £35 million or whatever it's going to cost Lacazette around that fee? Is that going to be the player that pushes them over, or do they really need to spend big like Man United have?
Yeah, it's always going to be difficult, but I think a guy who's 25 has still got a lot of years left, and he's scored a lot of goals so far in his career. I think it'd be a good buy. Sticking with the Telegraph and sticking with Arsenal as well, apparently AC Milan are keeping tabs, I don't know what that means, on Jack Wilshere.
Well, they're watching.
They're tabbing him, yeah. Jack Wilshere, of course, went to Bournemouth at the start of the season, has done very well. He played brilliantly against Watford in the week, 7 take-ons, that's a good thing. And his pass percentage was 87%, and he basically ran the game for them. And most importantly, he stayed away from injuries. But with 18 months left on his contract, is he going to sign a new one at Arsenal? And if not, is AC Milan a good move for him?
I think it's a difficult one because if he plays well for Bournemouth, he's kind of got Arsenal over a barrel. You know, they've got to make a decision on whether or not this guy's going to stay fit. He can also demand more money because he's proven this season that he can, but every time he's went back to Arsenal, they haven't been able to keep him fit, and I don't know whether it's the training regime's there, they push them harder than they do at Bournemouth. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's interesting, AC Milan, is that a good move for him, do you think?
I'm not sure it is. I think this is a question actually for Jack Wilshere himself, is what kind of player does he think of? Yeah, Jack, if you're watching, yeah, please subscribe. Who does he want to be as a player? Do you want to be a player who plays for the biggest, most exciting teams in the Premier League, in the world? Does he want to be England captain one day? Because if he can stay fit, there's no doubt he's got incredible talent. But I think if he took a move to AC Milan, then I think that would show a slight lack of ambition.
AC Milan obviously have a draw, but why not stay at Bournemouth where things have been going well for him? He's had his best season in his career. Eddie Howe loves him. You know, I think it'd be a good call for him to stay at Bournemouth for another year next season. So
let us know in the comments below, what do you think about this one? Jack Wilshere, should he stay at Bournemouth? Should he go to AC Milan? And if he stayed at Arsenal, would he actually get in the starting 11? Let us know in the comments below.
According to multiple sources, Thibaut Courtois is looking to force a move to Madrid. Even the Express going as far as to say he wants his agent to force a move through. Though Sky Sports reported and quoted him directly as to say that he's happy at Chelsea this morning. So there's lots of things going on. What is going? I mean, he's had a good season. He has 13 clean sheets, more than any other goalkeeper in Europe. What's going on here?
Well, first of all, if this is true, if the Express is true, Courtois, have a word with your agent there, because he's let you down a bit there. Because if they know that fact, that the agents asked him to force a move, Courtois was like, mate, do it a bit more discreetly. What is wrong with you?
You're hanging me out to dry here, mate.
Completely hanging me out to dry, yeah.
What if that doesn't go through? Yeah. I'm stuck here where everyone knows I hate them.
You saw what happened with Costa. That's the last thing I fucking need. Right, but yeah.
That said, he has said he's happy. He said it today. I know this was in response.
He would though.
This was in response to questions about whether he'd moved to China.
Yeah, well, that can't happen because you can't have any foreign goalkeepers in China.
I love that. Their goalkeepers are so shit that they've been banned from buying foreign goalkeepers. might be a personal thing. He's enrolled his kids in.
His kids have stayed over there.
Yeah, his daughter, and they're in school in Madrid this year again. Although that doesn't say that he can't stay at Chelsea for another couple of years. So I don't know what this rumour's about. He had great times in Madrid with Atletico. Will there be an issue about him playing for Real Madrid? You know, they loaned him, they didn't create him. So perhaps he'll be less concerned about that.
From a fan's point of view, from the Chelsea fans that I know and I've spoken to, weirdly, they're not that bothered about Courtois
It's because
leaving.
of last season.
Because he was a bit iffy last year.
Yeah, in a team that was pretty much fell apart.
Generally iffy, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's know, is this one where Real Madrid would be getting a better goalkeeper, and would you be that bothered if you're a Chelsea fan if Courtois left?
You got Begovic.
Well, Begovic might be going to Bournemouth, which I think might just be a sign of goodwill. So Chelsea get rid of Courtois, get rid of Begovic, and play with no goalkeeper to give the other teams a chance. I mean, it's very kind.
That is
very
kind.
sweet.
Wouldn't expect that at Chelsea.
And finally, Sunderland are giving up on the Premier League.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Palace are looking to sign Van Aanholt, and apparently they're going to do it for a £12 million fee. He's the only decent, exciting young player Sunderland have got in their entire squad, and they're selling him to a team who are third from bottom in the league.
Hang on a minute, think about it. £12 million. What can David Moyes do with that? He's a magician in the transfer market, a magician tactically. He's going to save Sunderland.
He's way ahead of you, mate. Don't worry about it, because he's signing Jagielka. He's all right, fair enough. Joleon Lescott.
He's trying to recreate the glory days of Everton, when things were happy times. You know what happens when people are unhappy sometimes? It's about surrounding yourself with stuff that reminds you of when your life was good.
Yeah, do you think he's got home? His wife's found him in the corner of the living room, just doing this. Just going, I don't know what I'm doing here. How do I get out of this? And she's gone, go to your happy place. And he's gone to 2004.
No, he's got a room in his house, and there's just decoupage of Jagielka's face.
Yeah, Gravison.
Thomas Gravison, Lee Carsley, Leon Osman.
Yeah, Hibbert, all the greats. This is a tough time for Sunderland. Also, an interesting one for Palace. They're obviously trying to get it done. This is what Allardyce did last year at Sunderland. He got some players in, some fresh blood, better players than they have, and they haven't had a recognised left back since Suarez had the car accident, and he's not going to be playing until the start of next season, it looks like. So from Palace's point of view, a really good buy. But for David Moyes and Sunderland fans, you must just be getting to a point where you're kind of like, let's just go down so we can win a couple of games. But look, they've got Defoe, they've got him, they've got loads of strengths. Okay, all right. Well, maybe they've got hope.
So how much hope can you have when David Moyes himself says in a press conference organised by Sunderland that any player they can bring in and the wages they can pay will not help them out in this situation? It's not funny.
It's not. Do you know what?
It ain't funny.
Sunderland fans, I know it's not funny, but that's all you got. Just keep laughing.
Yeah,
whatever happens next year, there's Christmas. There's the summer's coming up. There's loads of things to look forward to. Don't worry about it. You never know. You do though.
Yeah, they're fucked. So let us know what you think about the transfers we've discussed today, and we'll have a chat in the comments below.
And don't forget to subscribe to Ball Street.
How are you doing this?